Okay, so in the empty average solve time, you're going to type, follow with me, equals AVG, or just AV. You should see a list. The one that just says average, click on that one. And then click and drag across the 3 cells next to it. So it should read equals average, parentheses, B2, colon D2. And then press enter. Okay. If you have the most recent Google Sheets, it'll auto suggest to fill it. If it did that, click the check. Okay. So these are the average solve times in seconds. This doesn't really translate that well because you got those decimals. So what we need to do is we need to break down these numbers into littler chunks. So we're going to break it down into average minutes, and then we're going to take those and we're going to break those down into their decimals and other bits of data. So for average minutes, click on the empty cell. You're going to type equals. You're going to click on the cell to the left of it. You're going to put a slash, that means division in Excel, and then 60 for 60 seconds. You press enter. And then you click the check. Okay, so that gives you the average minutes, but not really, because that 0.33 is the percentage of a minute. So we got to break this down further. We're going to break it into minutes. You'll see in a moment. So you see how it says 9.33 is, do you have more than 2 decimals after the decimal on yours? Yes? Okay, so highlight it and then find this button right here. It says decrease decimal places. You're going to click that until it just is 2 decimal places. So whatever your average minute number is, if it's like 3, it should be like 3.22, whatever the 2 numbers are after the decimal. Everybody got it? Okay. Now, in the G column, type minutes, and then the H column, type seconds. And you're going to break up your data by hand. So this says 9.33, so I'm going to put 9 here just for the minutes. Right here it says 0, so I'm going to put a 0. So the number before the decimal is what you write. Okay, just like that. And then for the, I'm going to change this. It should be decimal seconds. And you're going to do the same thing, except you're going to write what's after the decimal. So 0.33, 0.44, 0.42. And I'm getting just 0, so I need to increase my decimal on mine. So that's this button. 0.08, 0.05. Okay, I just made up these numbers. You should have real numbers. In the I column, I want you to write out actual seconds. Can I move on? Ready? Okay. In the actual seconds, type equals, click on your decimal, find the multiplication symbol, which is Shift 8, and type 60 and press enter. Let it autofill. And these are your actual seconds, but look, this is 19.8. You can't have 19.8. You're going to decrease and get the averages. It's going to either round up or round down. which is totally fine. We're just estimating all of this stuff anyway. So now I know for real that this average for this person in this row is 9 minutes and 20 seconds. If I wanted to, I can figure out just based off of minutes alone the average of just the minutes. So how would I do that? What would I type in this empty cell right here to get this average of these? Yep, you're correct. Look what it gave me. It gave me 4.4. So I would write 0.4. Drag this down. The average minutes for real is 4 minutes and 24 seconds. So do that for this column too. So equals average. Okay. So just so that we're all on the same page, whatever number you get here, that is your average minutes from the column with the decimals, we can use that number as your actual total average. So it's going to be 4 minutes. For me, it's going to be 4 minutes, and then whatever 0.79 times 60 is. So let me break that down. 4.79. So the average solve time for my puzzle cube is 4 minutes and 47 seconds. Okay, so now let's, does everyone have their final numbers then? So if you see column F and number 12, so F12, that's the actual number, that's the number I'm looking for. Because what I want to do is I want to take all of your numbers and actually find whose puzzle cube is the easiest and whose is the hardest, based off of time alone. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to end this video lesson.